Hi everyone. In this lecture series, we are going to see about the keyboard and display controller. Um, let me say what are all the features of the keyboard, display and controller. So the IC number for the keyboard display controller is 8279. So we are having the simultaneous keyboard and display operations. We are having both the scanned keyboard mode as well as sensor mode. We are having the character keyboard FIFO 16 character display, and we are having the right or the left entry or 16-bit display RAM. Apart from that, we are having the programmable scan timing. So this is the pin diagram for the 8279. So here we are having that is A0, that is select 0 or the control status, it will be 1 for read and write between micro and 8279. So what is the function of the output pin? So the function of the output pin that blanks the displays, and it can be used internally for the timing, and the maximum is 3 megahertz. So here we are having the control strobe connected to the control key on the keyboard, and there will be a chip select pin that enables the programming, reading the keyboard, etc. So here we are having DB7 to DB0. So it is nothing but the data bus. It consists of 0 to 7, and that has been connected with the processor. Apart from that, we are having IRQ, that is interrupt request. Suppose if when the key is pressed, it becomes 1, that is the data is available. If it is 0, there will be no data available. So we are having the output pins, that is A0 to A3 and B0 to B3, that sends the data to the most significant as well as the least significant. The read and write, it is nothing but it connects the micros, as well as if it is reset, it connects the system to the reset button. Apart from that, we are having oral 7 to oral not. There will be return lines, and that are be used to sense the depression in the keyboard matrix. Shift that connects to the key on the keyboard. SL3 to SL0, it scans the outputs, both the keyboard and the displays. So this is the diagram of the keyboard and display controller. So we are having the various blocks, that is data bus, buffer, IO control, FIFO, keyboard debounce and control, 8x8 FIFO, sensor RAM, scan counter, return, timing and control, display address registers, display RAM control, and the timing register. So in this block diagram, we are having 4 sections. So what are all the 4 sections it has been available is, one is keyboard, the second one is display, scan, and the last one is CPU. So what is the function of the keyboard section mate? It consists of the 8 return lines. Apart from that, it have additional input, that is shift and control strobe, and we are having the 2 operating modes of the keyboard section. One is 2 key lockout, another one is N key rollover. The FIFO can store 8 keys in the scan keyboard mode. The status of the shift key and the control key are also stored with the keyboards. So it has to generate the interrupt signal when there is an entry in FIFO. The display section has 8 output lines that has been divided into 2 groups, that is A0 to A3, B0 to B3, and the output lines can be used as a single group of 8 lines, and they are connected to the anodes to the driver transistor in case of the common 7 segment LED. The cathodes are connected to scan the lines to the transistor. The display can be blanked, and the display section consists of 16x8 display RAM, and it can be read from or write into the location of the display RAM. Thus covers the function of the scan section. It has the scan counter and the 4 scan lines SL0 to SL3. In the decoded scan mode, the output of the scan lines will be similar. In the encoded scan mode, the output of the scan lines will be binary count, and so an external decoder should also be used to convert the binary count. The scan lines are commonly used for keyboard and display. It is used to form the rows of a matrix keyboard, and also it connected to the digit drivers, where it is used to turn on and off the function. The next section is the CPU interface section. It takes care of the data, and it has the bidirectional bus DB0 to DB7, and it has two internal address, that is A is equal to 0 for selecting data buffer, A equal to 1 for selecting the control word register. The control signals write, read, chip select and A0 are used for read and write. So it has an interrupt request line IRQ for the data transfer with the processor, and it has an internal clock frequency of 100 kilohertz. Thank you.